I still go out of my way to shake a veteran's hand and tell them thank you. Well, the Pledge of Allegiance is hanging on my wall. I say it every day for those who gave it all. One nation under God, can you hear it? It's freedom's call. So I still stand for the flag when I see old glory fly.
There we go. Volume was off, guys. Sorry about that. I'm Robert. Apparently, I can't turn my mic on, so I'm jumping ahead of little things. So this day in American history, my mother's birthday. I got my sound on now. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, bear with me again. You guys know I'm not a computer guru. We're going to have a little hiccups for the live streaming occasionally, but thank you all for bearing with me. But today is my mother's birthday. That's what I'm doing today in American history. This lady right here, she just turned so-called, quote-unquote, 21 years old. I will never say she's older than that, but she is the strongest woman that I have ever known. She's raised me and two other children, my older brother, Ron, and my younger sister, Judy. She taught me everything. Obviously, being a single mother, working countless jobs to raise three boys, and believe it or not, I was the middle child. So, if you guys don't know, the middle child is the worst. Y'all think I'm a good person, but man, was I a handful growing up. So she definitely has some props. So I'll put her pictures up again. I'm going to embarrass the heck out of her. And guys, she is single. Just throwing it out there. She is single. So happy birthday to my mother. Words can't express what you mean. I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for her. And she taught me everything. As everyone knows, who has been following me since obviously during my campaign, before it ended or when it began, I was raised just by a single mother. She was it. I had no father. My brother basically was my father figure, who was really only a year and a half older than me. But she worked 3-4 jobs to take care of us. And I just can't express how happy I am to be her son. And I love you to death, Mom. So happy birthday. So with that being said, we're going to jump into the quote of the week. My man, Ronald Reagan. Now, I know I used this quote before, but there's a reason why we're talking about this. But freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Or one day, and this is where it gets kind of important, one day, we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States, where men and women were free. Now, this is really important to me because we've all watched the news. We all see what's going on. Our freedoms are at risk. Not just our Second Amendment or anything. Second Amendment, freedom of speech. Everything is being threatened. Our government is grasping and doing whatever they can to manipulate anything that's going on to ensure we give them more rights and we lose our freedoms. I mean, look at the COVID situation. Now, I'm not saying it's 100% a hoax, so I'm not going to get into that because I got friends who believe it's 100% a hoax. I have friends who are scared, rightfully so, and they wear masks, they stay home, they do that. I also have people like me who think that as long as you go out and wash your hands, you're fine. So I'm not trying to lose friends over it, but we have the media, and we're going to talk about how the media manipulates things so much. And I think we're about to have a guest. My son apparently wants to give me a hug before bed. Come here, little one. Or not. He's running away. The media manipulates so much. Rita, Sean, Tiffany, I know I missed a few of you guys. Thank you for joining. Jeannie, Chuck, Art, thank you for joining. We got a few things we're going to talk about. But again, my mother's birthday, the quote. We're going to talk about one thing, and excuse me, I guess my son doesn't like bedtime, which is one of the reasons why we limited this casual conversation to once a week. Because I definitely want to help out my wife. We have a 4-year-old. He doesn't like going to bed. And I do feel guilty not being there to help out. But we do take turns. He wants to watch TV. You go to bed. Come here. Come here. What? I'm live streaming right now. You can't be crying. Can you be a good boy? Go to bed. We'll watch TV tomorrow. And we'll play tomorrow. I'm seriously live streaming right now. Everyone can hear everything. I know they can see you. All right, I'm gonna put you down. You're gonna go to bed, okay? You can go upstairs. Tim, can you help? Give me a kiss. Or not. Okay. All right, watch your feet. Watch your feet. Come on.
Daddy,
Yep.
Mommy.
Yep. All right. Well, that was my little one, Logan. All right. Definitely. I appreciate you guys' patience. So where was I? Okay. Change shortage. Apparently there is a change shortage going on. Where this came from, how it came about, I have no clue. I can only assume it's because if people like me, they don't use change. They just give out dollars, and the change sits inside your dryer or the washing machine forever, or on top of the dryer or washing machine if you have a significant other that grabs it out of the washing machine and the dryer and puts it in a little bin, which my wife does that. I know. I'll get on it. I'll make sure I empty my pockets out. One of the other things I want to talk about, the vital things, is this hit home this weekend, being obviously a 244th celebration of our United States independence, parades versus protests. I actually went out to the Geauga protest where we had a freedom march. No, it was a parade. It was a parade. But there are our governors, our mayors, everyone, they're allowing protests to happen. But they make phone calls. They do everything they can to ensure that our parades are canceled. And they were canceled. This is ridiculous. How are we letting these elected officials or all these officials going in and canceling our parades? Our right to celebrate the 4th of July when we became United States. It's ridiculous. It's wrong. So from now on, you're going to see a bunch of protests. We're just going to label everything a protest because nonsense. It's stupid. And our governor needs to remove his head from his behind and start acting like a true American and doing what's right for the people and not for himself. Before we get on to the next thing, I want to talk about the statues that keep getting torn down. And I want to give props. Let me pull this up here as well. I want to give props to Newton Falls. Newton Falls, Ohio. Thank you. They declared themselves a sanctuary for these historical statues. And I'll pull this up here a second. Bam. Right there. There we go. They declared themselves. They already have one. They have a almost identical Statue of Liberty that's there. They only want a few. They don't want to have all the monuments, but they're saying, hey, if you guys are going to put these in the warehouse, we'll take them. And that's great. Believe it or not, that's awesome. It's good for Newton Falls. It's good, and I think all the other cities and towns should follow suit. Now, yes, some of these individuals, I will agree, they do have questionable behavior back then, but that was back then. And that's not what we're honoring. Yeah, one or two of them may have had a slave, but that's not why we want their statue. That's not why we respect them. We respect them on what they did. If we hold everyone accountable for their faults, we would not praise anybody. I was raised by just my mother. You think my mother was perfect? You think I'm perfect? I was. Should I just be null and void because my father was a POS? He preferred to drink and do drugs than to spend time with his kids. This is why my mother kicked him out, and I love her every day for doing that. No. We need to honor our history, the good and the bad, remember what we've done, and that's how we can move forward. So, Newton Falls, thank you, good job. And if anyone else has a statue or knows a statue needs to be put somewhere, I'll let them use my front yard. One of the cool things that Newton Falls is doing about this, believe it or not, if they have enough statues and statues aren't anywhere, people will come, get pictures. They'll want to see it. They'll want to learn about it. Hey, it's considered a historical monument. Let's go there. It's going to bring revenue to Newton Falls. They're not stupid. David, I agree. Newton Falls is doing a great job. Almost lost you guys. All right. Before we jump into the next topic, I saw this very last second. So I'm going to show you this video, and I'm going to tell you my point of view. So we'll see here if I can even pop it up. But what it is you guys know in different locations of our nation that they painted Black Lives Matters on the road. Now, I already know there are people in Black Lives Matters who are legit, who just don't know or don't want to see the true essence of what it really is. And some of them are my friends because they don't see the true essence that they are actually in itself racist, and they're doing everything they can to push an agenda that's not even there. What this is this lady and the husband apparently got a bucket of black paint and started painting over the Black Lives Matters words on the road. Now, a lot of people would say kudos to them, but I'm going to let you guys just take a look at this. We'll just do a few seconds, and I'll tell you what I think about this. There's some cussing, so I'm going to mute it. But look how she's painting it. Yeah, she's painting it black. Does anyone see what I'm doing or what I see? I mean, she's clearly doing everything she can to stay within the lines when she's painting over the Black Lives Matters words. Now, I'm with you guys. Not going to get into details, but I'm with you on it. However, when you're covering the yellow with black and the ground is basically gray, you could still see the words. So you're really not being very effective. Also, regardless of what you believe or how you believe about this organization with Black Lives Matters, they obviously got the okay to paint this. The city okayed it. What are you doing? So stop being one of them. Stop being one of those liberal buttheads who are doing everything they can to get a 15 second of fame, because that's what it is. I guarantee you didn't buy enough paint. And it's just two of you. You're doing this for attention. We already make fun of individuals going online doing things for attention already. So why are you going to do it? It's ridiculous. You can see it. It's coordinated. It's coordinated off. You got fences up there. So clearly the city okayed it, and now you're basically vandalizing it. You're vandalizing their artwork, just like some individuals are vandalizing our monuments, America's monuments. They are trying to stir the pot. All of them are. And it's ridiculous. Which goes to the point of what I was going to talk about was the media. Sadly, there were some passings that happened this week. Passings that were happening the 4th of July. A 7-year-old lost their life. And it was 13 were killed in Chicago. So we have all these deaths. However, these articles that I'm reading don't mention anything about color. Now, I did digging. I did the digging. It was a black on white, white on white, black on black. And all it said was, man shot man. Or man shot group. Injured 14-year-old boys. 7-year-old boys. 56-year-old man. But it didn't mention anything about the color of their skin, which I think is how an article should be written. However, when it's the other way around, and when the media can get some sort of oomph and some sort of attention on it, that's when they're going to start specifying race. And I think it's wrong, and that's one of the reasons why I don't even watch the news. I'll watch the clip hits, and that's it, because I'm not going to fall suit and follow through with all these individuals who are trying to cause all this hate. It's wrong, it's stupid, and they need to grow up. Some of the cities do need to say no to it, to that whole everything, yes. I don't have the actual city they actually said it, but there was a city who was starting to protest, and they clearly said, no, it's not going to happen. Because the organization. Now, here's the thing. We have people in Black Lives Matters, for example, that are legitimate people. Now, obviously, the whole reason for them is clearly way off left, but there are one or two maybe individuals in that group organization that do care about all lives, and all lives do matter. But their message has been diluted because of all the anarchy that's going on. Hey, Steve, Rita. I've seen videos where the African American community, and here's how I'm explaining it too. Think about it. Here's how I'm explaining it to you guys. Hey, there was a group of African Americans preaching that the Caucasians need to repent. Does that statement not in itself cause frustration, hate? But where should that be directed to? I mean, not to the all African American community, or not all the white Caucasian community, or Asian, or Mexican, or whoever. It's statements like that that's causing hate. So the way I look at it is, treat it as a child in a grocery store throwing a fit because it wants a candy bar. Ignore the hell out of it. They'll stop. Now, I'm not saying ignore the protests that turn into riots like Obama did, because that's ridiculous. But when they're throwing fit, preaching, no justice, no peace, and all this other crap that we're clearly processing individuals for overuse of force, what the hell are you doing? We're clearly doing it. I'm just going to ignore them, let them scream, yell, and they'll stop and they'll go away. In about a month or two, the liberalist media, the Democrats, they'll find something else to go on, because it goes from guns to impeaching Trump to the COVID to this. Hello, Barb. Did you want to say something?
No.
Oh, my son's looking at me like he wanted to say something. Trudy, he doesn't want to tell the whole truth. It is, and that's what's wrong. Like, I used to respect the media, and there are some few individuals that do say everything, and they give good things about the Democrats, bad thing about the Democrats, good thing about the Republicans, bad thing about the Republicans, and they're non-biased, which is good, because that's how our nation was supposed to be founded upon. It is non-biased. It's the reason why we had the American Revolution. We were sick of being told what to do and how to think, which is why we created the United States of America, united, not alone States of America, the United States of America, where the people speak and the government listens. That I do understand some of the issues is because we are being ignored. And I get it. It's frustrating. It's irritating. I feel what you're feeling. It's like a sense of hopelessness. It is. It really is. And I am scared on the way that our nation is headed. If it keeps going the way it's going, I fear for our nation. But I know we have true patriots. Because if you watched the 4th of July this weekend, if you saw the overview of all the cities, it was like a firework displayed central. Everyone was setting off fireworks. Everyone had the patriotism, and that's what we need. We need people to unite, regardless of the color of their skin, and say, okay, well, you're going to call me this. I don't give a crap because I got more important things to do. Whatever. We teach our kids to turn the other cheek. We teach our kids just to ignore the individual who's making fun of you. Same concept. Why can't we preach where we pray? We always will. Steve, we will. I mean, think about it. We always overcome any type of adversity. We had, and some of it's not all what's going on now, but we had how many wars? We had the 2 world wars, countless other wars and battles. We had countless pandemics, the swine flu, H1N1. We had 9/11, Pearl Harbor. We had the stock market crash. We had the Great Depression. People tried knocking out. Things happened where we got knocked down. America did get knocked on its knees. But what do you think we did? We stood back up because we united and we got back stronger. Every single time we came and we got knocked down, we stood back up. It's like the band Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again, and they're never going to keep us down. It's the same thing. We as Americans will never be kept down. We will always stand back up. Because as Sylvester Stallone said in Rocky 7, 8, 9, whatever it is, it's not how hard you get hit. It's how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. We've been hit. We will keep moving forward. No matter what. We will get stronger. We learn from our mistakes because we're not perfect. And I'll never say I'm perfect. I don't even talk like a politician, and I want to run for office. Which office right now, I don't know. But it doesn't take someone who could sit here. I can seriously go over what I want to talk about for 2 days and type up a great draft and have a display on my screen, and I can read it word for word and talk like a typical politician. But that's not who I am. That's not what the people want. They want someone that speaks from their heart. They want someone who knows what's right, who knows what's wrong, who's willing to look at a situation, not put their personal views into it. Because when I get elected, whatever it is I actually get elected for, I'm not going to do what I want. I'm going to do what the people want. And that's why I will get elected for whatever office I do decide to run for. If I do decide to run for something. But that's what we need. I think, honestly, Jim Rossini's running for governor. I like the guy. We'll see what he's doing. But DeWine's lost. He ain't going to get another vote from another Republican ever again. But all I want, I'll answer that question. We had a comment, it says unknown, but it asks, what office do I want to run for? Honestly, I researched all the offices that were open. And my ability, my knowledge, what I can do for the community, I want to make sure that wherever I'm at, I make the biggest impact of improvement. Whether it's law, whether it's Congress, state rep, commissioner, I want to be there to serve each and every single one of you and ensure that all the other individuals around me follow suit. And if they step out of the line, it will be my job and it will be my honor to remind them why they have that seat, why they hold that office. It's for the people. Where are our commissioners right now from Mahoning County? Have they spoke out? No. Where's our mayor for Youngstown? Where's Mayor Tito? Where's he at? We all know Tim Ryan's a no-show. Where's Michelle Laporhagen? She's nowhere to be found. We have all these individuals in office who, I get it. The COVID stopped certain things from occurring and stopped legislation from actually being passed because the whole you can't meet if it's above so much. But they still could do things. They can still help people. There's so many things that can be done instead of sitting there telling people to wear masks. And I refuse to wear a mask unless I'm obligated. For example, at work, okay, I got it. I need a job. Whatever. We're going on a flight on the 25th, not 25th, the 19th. I guess JetBlue mandates masks. Fine, I'll wear a mask. But I ain't wearing it till I walk through those doors. And if I didn't agree with it, then I would choose somewhere else. I really don't care. For me, I'm a Marine. I do whatever if I have to do it, as long as I can go home and see my family in Maine. Bring my boys and my wife to go visit everybody. David, thanks for joining. Jeff, Samuel. Yes, I have the live stream is going to my personal page, my professional page, and YouTube. So I know I have my eyes that keep going back and forth so that way I can see all the comments. Yes, I did see Akron is doing a $50 fine if you leave your house without a mask. Well, I guess I'm going to have a bunch of fines because I'm not going to pay those either. That I won't do. Cleveland, ain't going to happen. Pennsylvania, ain't going to happen. I'm driving without a mask. I am going to get out of my car without a mask. That stuff you can't, just not going to do it. I'm sorry. I'm Canadian. Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, we're going to recap here real quick. For those who were just got on, today is actually my mother's birthday. She's single. Just letting everybody know. So happy 21st birthday to my mother. I know, don't do the math, okay? But she's an amazing woman. She definitely made me the man I am today. She was single, raising 3 boys. Basically, 2 boys, 1 girl. She did everything she can. She was a hard worker, and she made me who I am today. And I'm proud of her and everything that she's done. The quote of the day, I have used this before, but it follows suit with everything that we're talking about and what's going on. Freedom is never more than 1 generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Or one day we will spend our sunset years telling, and this is important, telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States when we were free. It's he hit it on the nose, guys. He hit it on the nose. Reagan hit it on the nose. He knew where we were headed. He saw the liberals going there. If you watch one of my speeches earlier on, he says in one of his speeches that when the Russian state, whatever, during the Cold War, when he left or he kind of retreated, all his guys were saying, what are you doing? Well, his reply was, look at America. Look at them. Their liberal citizens are saying, we would rather live on our knees than die at our feet. They would rather be red than dead. He saw where we were headed. And now look where we're at. We're exactly where that Russian guy wanted us. And Reagan knew it. I don't know about you, but I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. I'd rather be red, white, and blue right here than anything else. This is what my brothers fought for, and sisters. This is what I fought for. To ensure each and every single one of us are free. And I will keep fighting. I know I lost a race. Yes, I know. I guess I got a heckler on here. I did lose the race. What am I doing on a video? Well, I'm keeping my promise. I promised everybody during my campaign that I would not go anywhere. That I will constantly fight for each and every single one of you. I will always be there to help in any way I can. I know being in an office, you kind of can do more, but I'll still be there to kick down some doors and say, what are you doing? So what am I doing online, even though I'm not a candidate? Well, I'm keeping my promise. So if you have a question, I'm more than happy to ask. If you have a concern or you need some help with anything, my number is still out there. It's 330-531-1007. It's out there. After 10:30, I do put it on Do Not Disturb. I still have it on me, but it won't ring, so I won't wake up, the wife or the kids. But it's still there. So yeah, I kept my promise. Look at the other candidates. Where are they at? Heck, where's the candidate that won? Thank you, Kenneth. Hi, Michael. Bill, thank you for joining. You okay? Yeah. You sure? Mm-hmm. This is my boy, Timothy. He's got a stain on his shirt. Just ignore it. You gotta move forward more. That's Timothy. That's my 11-year-old. You can see some stains right here. I don't know why he's got that, but... the congressional race, it was Christina Hagan. She won. She'll be going up against Tim Ryan this November. We definitely don't want Tim Ryan to win. Doesn't do anything. We need someone in office. I won't tell you who to vote for. That's not my... That's what I won't do. But research the candidates. Find out which one you want to vote for and vote for them. I will tell you, don't vote for Tim Ryan because he is a joke and a complete waste of space. Gonzalez, I saw the video from California. Good job. They also had countless individuals setting off fireworks. Now, how many of those are actually patriots or how many just wanted to set off fireworks? I know me, I wanted to. And yeah, I know it's illegal in Ohio, but my butt was setting off fireworks all night long. Angel, Kenneth, thanks for joining. I know I'm going back and forth on seeing who's actually here. Everyone's saying hi, Tim.
Hi.
So you gotta say hi back. They all said hi. You gotta come back on. They gotta see your face.
Hi.
Okay, now get out of here. You smell. Watch your feet. All right. No, he's a good kid. He's all right. Lost his Xbox though. We'll go into that a little later though. Right? Yeah. He was being 11, but he lost his Xbox. Alright, so unless anyone has anything else, we are going to cut this a little short. I do have a lot of work to do. My wife has homework. I'm going to see what I can do to help her out. I will say one last thing, though. I want to do a poker night. Poker, Texas Hold'em, something, because I'm bored. We do have certain rules. Not wearing a mask. That's it. Have thick skin, because chances are I'm going to make fun of you, and you can make fun of me, and I'll make fun of myself as well. If anyone's interested in doing a poker night or whatever, this Friday would be great. Send me a private message. Let me know. We'll get down. We'll get out. We'll do whatever we can. All right. So with that being said, thank you all. God bless each and every single one of you. If you're interested, let me know. All right. Sorry. You're right. I forgot to mention that. Our fundraiser we wanted to do in September, we had to hold that off. RSC to bring awareness to veterans PTSD, because the cities that we want to contact and actually have this in, they are telling us we don't know if we're going to open or not with the whole COVID stuff that's going on. So we're just going to wait. We're going to get things started so we have the planning phase ready, so when the cities and the states do actually open up, we can just hit it full-fledged. All right, so we didn't forget. Hopefully this COVID ends eventually, which we know it's ending. Hopefully our representatives get their heads out of their butts and actually let Ohio open up. So I'll leave with that. Thank you each and every single one of you. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Above the fruited plain.
will